Welcome to another review here on Go Mango.
No!
Alright, as always, I'm your host, the Frozen Stratos. Here with me today we have...
The Cinder Blaze.
I'm Aresol.
My dudes, welcome back. So today we're going to be reviewing episode 3 of Kikai Sentai Zenkaiger. We're going to be taking a lot of your guys' comments from the watch-along that we put up yesterday, but before that, we're just going to dive into our thoughts. And I thought it was interesting. I mean, the story was nice. It was a good story to experience, but the visuals of them being on a green screen for, I want to say, 50% of it was kind of jarring.
I didn't know that there was a parallel world dedicated solely to bad filters. It was rough to look at in some scenes.
Yeah.
It was not pleasant.
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of waiting for this episode, so... Like the one where the budget actually runs out and it showed real bad.
Yeah, this was definitely a budget-saving episode.
But, like, I can't even say that... I can't even say that it was a budget-saving episode, because you still have to go through, like, keying everybody out, filtering them all, like, correctly. Well, I feel like it was more because they couldn't have too many people on set at once, and it probably just would have been easier just to get a green screen and have everybody act it out there.
I don't think so. There were some scenes where we had like groups of people just kind of like shuffling, amongst the crowds, and I don't think that there was like that sort of restriction. I just think that
I think that those scenes, like, they shoot those scenes sparingly just to sell it. Right? Just to sell the act.
Maybe they're a little bit more lenient over there in Japan. It's like, well, you can break the law occasionally, just don't make it too excessive, Like...
Just don't film it. Oh, wait. But it was the most jarring because when they were on the green screen, they went all out on the ice. The place was covered in ice. And then when you get back to, like, the on-location shots, they're like, whoa, we're slipping around on this regular asphalt!
I especially like that the icicles looked like just white cloth hanging from the gutters. It really did not look like ice at all.
And...
yeah.
Oh, man. They're trying. Like, there was some really good VFX at the end. In that fight, they had, like, this really awesome zoom-out fight, of the Zord. And even the Zord was angled and, like, sort of fit in the scene. Like, he was tracked correctly into the scene.
Yeah, that the sort of ice world in the mech fight looked a lot better than the rest of the episode for sure.
And man, it's so... And like I said, the story this episode was pretty good. I mean, I don't know...
Was it?
I don't...
Like, what was the story for this episode? Because, like, for me, it's, like, the opposite. I enjoyed the characters a lot, but I kind of forgave how kind of, like, meh the plot was.
It was basically, this is our newest member, here's kind of her deal. Some flashbacks, like how she met Jiran, and which I liked. I liked that she knew Jiran.
Yeah.
And then just like her kind of gaining some confidence. It was pretty... It was bare bones, for sure. I didn't have any sort of issue with it overall. It is, I don't know, probably the plainest of the three Kikainoids, but I like Majin. I don't dislike her. I don't dislike any of the characters. I especially liked when we got the little glimpse of her kind of chewing out Gown.
Oh yeah, that was
which
great.
I think was much needed for him because he is an asshole.
Yeah, he definitely deserved that
Yeah.
one. But like, I don't know. For me, like, I think I fall like the same kind of like area. Like, yeah, like I like her. It's not like there's anything in this episode to make me hate her at all. It's just that I think the previous intros were a lot stronger because they tied so well with the world that they were constructing. It's like, hey, we have humans and the Kikainoids. And then first episode, Kikainoid who's really wanting to be friends with like the humans, just kind of like hang out with them, and he's just kind of like that old funky old man just trying to like get it with the young kids, and then you have like Gown who's kind of like the similar thing, but like for some reason he just like hates his own race like really bad. So just kind of like see another like side of like this relationship between the Kikainoids and humans, and the Kikainoids with the Kikainoids. So it kind of like added a little bit more on top of like that world. And this one just kind of came out of, whatever. It's like, here's your ranger. Here's a little gimmick. She likes fortune telling. Let's just bombard the audience so they just like know that that's her gimmick. And I was like, coolio. And then we just kind of deal with like a very generic plot. It's like, hey, look, he's freezing everything. It's like, okay, I've seen this a bunch of times. We don't have like a little fun.
But Alex,
villain.
You haven't seen it on green screen. But I don't know. Like,
yeah.
I enjoyed her story, I guess, a lot more than you guys. I appreciated that, like, even though fortune telling probably shouldn't be promoting that as a thing to get kids to do, but or believe in or whatever, but it was nice to see that something brought her out of her shell, and promoting that sort of thing, like, hey, find
find your asshole in your life and yell at him. That will break you out of your shell.
Like, finding confidence anywhere to socialize or go hang out, I think that's a pretty good lesson. Also, it seemed like the episode was on the side of fortune telling, is like, yeah, that's a real good, accurate thing. But then when you see our main character saying, I don't know, it kind of doesn't matter if it's true or not, at least we did something right. Oh, okay, so this guy's just an idiot, and the whole idea of they're not like pushing fortune telling is like I guess an accurate thing. That's good. He's just really stupid, and he sees the positive in it. I don't know. I thought it was fine. Like, I thought they were gonna like full commit to the going hard in on the fortune telling aspect, and they didn't, and that's fine.
Well, I like, and this could be just a sub thing, but I like that she did refer to it as a hobby and kind of a career and something that she was into. And people are, like, I'm not going to disparage it. I personally don't
Sure.
believe in psychics, but, it is what it is. I do like that it didn't seem super real.
Yeah.
Like she actually had magical powers until she got her powers.
Well, I mean,
when she transformed, but
I feel like maybe she actually, because we don't know, and this goes into like lore aspects, but I feel like there might be some sort of magical property that maybe their race has, just because she did end up finding Juron. Like, that is what was foretold, or that she found.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like on TV, so like it's not that hard. He's like, whenever something happens, like a monster's like blowing shit up, like he's there. Like, it's not that hard. Like, you don't need Like I'm on Gollum's side for this one. Like this fortune telling's like a bunch of bullshit.
Also, that
Yeah.
fortune teller just showed up as a reaction shot, just in the middle of the fight. I don't.
Oh, the lady doing the
Yeah,
horoscopes.
yeah.
I don't know what that was
Yeah, I
about.
don't either.
I was very confused when that happened.
Well,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, it was pleasant.
Yeah,
It was a pleasant episode.
it was just jarring. The green screen, man. I really hope they lock that down a little better later.
I get also that, like, if they want to go harder on this, like, other worlds are meshing with this world, that they are probably going to have to rely on green screening.
Yeah.
And this was like their first real test in it.
But like,
I've also been noticing, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off,
go for
but
it.
like,
Go for it.
I've also been noticing for 3 episodes now, when we start to really get into the fight proper, it just goes to like a white void.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. That.
And I don't know if that's like gonna be the thing for the series or if they're just doing it now, but yeah.
It might have to be ? Because like we had, in the first episode, I don't think we did have that white void, but we did have a period where.
Yeah.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I guess that appears in episode 1, but we also did have like the oh no, I'm gonna say the American one, the Ninja Storm light cutaway thing.
Oh
yeah. Yeah, so that they'd have to do was like have them vaguely motioning and have the silhouettes move around and stuff, and that's all something that the animation department can handle. I'm just wondering why they are not funneling more of the Unreal Engine stuff that they were doing with Kamen Rider into Sentai. Like, it was working with the mecha fights, but the suit fights just did not. It didn't have it. I don't know.
I'm pretty okay with the suit fight so far. It was just weird that it was like, okay, now we are no longer where we were filming. We are on a set somewhere. It's a white void, and then cuts back. And some of the action scenes when they were on, like, not on set, but when they were filming on like the street and whatever, those were fine. Those were pretty good.
I wonder, how...
I just thought it was like an odd choice.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's one that's going to persist. But...
You know how there's, like, the first unit and second unit for directing and stuff? Like, the first unit handles all the, like, the regular day-to-day, directing and stuff, but then the second unit, that handles all the action. I guess that's more the movie side of things, and I assume that's what Sentai does. I wonder if the second unit was just thrown into a warehouse and was like, we can't go anywhere. We cannot rent any places anymore. You guys are going to have to stay here and just do whatever you can with, like, 5 people, maybe. If you could do that with 5 people, that would be great. Okay, go. I don't know. It's becoming more and more prevalent. Alright, cool. Did we have anything else before we dove into the comments?
No.
Alright, cool. So, let's take a look at our first comment. That comes from Muhammad, who says, it's kind of nice that knowing Juron Majin before when she was little, and that they are actually neighbors. And it seems like when the Toji Tendo ruled them before, it's kind of hard for them to live under due to the ruling between the classmen, that is, the commoner Kikai Noid and the Toji Tendo, like how they have been terribly treating the Ri people. They are people. He goes on to say, I have a theory that I'd like to share here. I have a feeling that Vroon will be a spy. Why? Because if you think of it, at the end of the episode, when he saw the ice world being released, he wanted to tell Lijiru, I don't know the name of that guy, one of the Tojitendo generals about it, and there wouldn't be a reason for the minions to chase after him. Also, his rank is just a janitor for them. I think Vroon will become a bigger plan, because my gut feels kind of odd when I watch the episode and read the sub of what Vroon said. I could be wrong, but oh no, I don't have the rest of that comment. Let me see if I can pull it up here. Let's see. Alex, do you happen to have these comments up?
Yeah, which one are you? Oh my god, it's Mohammed's?
Yeah,
Which one
the
is it?
second one. The one that starts with I have a theory.
I'll read the whole thing from the start. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
No, just
All
go
right.
for... Do not read the whole thing.
I have a theory that I'd like to share. I have a feeling Vroom will be a spy. Why? Because if you think of it, at the end of the episode, you saw the ice being released, and he's telling E.G. Rude, one of the 30 generals, about it, and there wouldn't be a reason for the minions to chase after him. Also, his rank is just a janitor for them. I think Vroom will become a bigger plan, because my gut feeling, kind of odd when I watch the episode and read the sub of what Vroom said. I could be wrong, but I don't know. Besides, he doesn't know who the Zenkaigers are, and he doesn't know, or how does he even escape it? It feels kind of odd.
I disagree. I think it's completely innocuous. Like, he works there. Like, it doesn't matter, what occupation you have in that organization. If you work there, you're going to be like, oh, hey, this ain't right. I'm going to just tell my higher up. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, whether or not it's an evil organization or whatever. I don't know.
And honestly, like, this is me just judging the designs. I don't think that anyone's gonna be a spy, or if they're gonna even try to do something like that. These guys are like really kid-friendly, really like nice, bubbly characters. Nah.
Yeah,
like,
I like the look and feel and like the tone of this show does not make me think they're gonna like shake up the formula too much more than they already have.
Yeah, like I'm not expecting no sort of like plot twist coming from like a Barney episode, like that's not it. I don't expect this adorable robot with glasses to turn on anyone else,
But we'll see. We could be wrong. Muhammad then goes on to say, anyway, I like today's episode. We get a little knowing of Majin and Juron backstory, even though the green screen thing is kind of off. But it is what it is, due to them unable to use many locations while this pandemic happening, so they may not have enough props to really decorate the ice theme enough. This always, anyway, is really an enjoyable episode to watch, and I really love Gaon's attitude by being harsh to Majin about abilities to fortune tell, and she's kind of really relies on magic for the most part since she was little. I don't know if there's more to that comment. I should probably check that. Why are there 8 comments now? Anyway.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah, I have one that I didn't catch, but I'll put that in. Relies on magic for the most part since she was little to make a decision, and I love how she now can use that ability in battle. Love the fight scenes in this. Yeah, anyway, thank you. You have another comment, which we'll get to. But Matt Hunt says, I enjoyed the episode a lot, though the CGI backgrounds did feel a little bit too in your face. I think they balanced it with some nice practical effects for the robot battle, though. Like the character of Majin a lot, as someone who deals with a lot of anxiety, including the social kind, it's nice to see a ranger that sort of gets where I'm coming from. Zenkaiger Juramajin was also a nice surprise. I agree. I did not think that she was going to combine.
Yeah, I thought they'd save that.
Yeah. The thought they delay it a bit. As always, a good time watching your reactions. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you, Matt. Then, once again, Muhammad goes on to say, also, I really like how Majin gets angry at Gaon. Really scary to me. Yeah, good time. Next, we have Ryuguno, who says, not too much to say other than another fine episode. I like Majin's personality, and I find her established relationship with Juron quite cute. I guess the one complaint I have is that the green screen was used a lot in this episode. I mean, if I wanted to watch an MCU movie, I'll boot up Disney+. I don't hate the MCU too much, but I gotta call that out.
Bless you. Sorry, but I gotta call that out. Yeah, I mean, for me, I think that Majin's personality is gonna have to like grow on me a little bit more. If we get a little bit more interactions with her and the rest of the team, I think maybe it'll just like grow naturally.
Yeah,
but
I don't know. I like the relationship with Juron and giving us like, you know, incidentally a little more backstory on Juron and like how he takes care of like the neighborhood children. You know, maybe he's like a teacher type figure or something.
Or maybe he just doesn't have a job.
Well, that too. All right. Next up, I did not have this on the screen, but I do have it right here from Tree Cobb, who says, I need to get used to Majin as a character for...
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good. That was 7 minutes ago. You put in your comment late, so you're lucky that I caught it. Good job. Anyway, I think that's it. Right? We're good?
Yeah. This is probably like a 40-minute review because it felt like one.
Yeah, it did. Guys, thank you so much for sitting through all 40 minutes of this review. If you liked the episode, hit the like button and subscribe if you want to hear more from us each week. Tell us in the comments down below what you thought about our thoughts about your thoughts about this episode. Also, while you're down there, there are not only links to where you can help support the Black Lives Matter movement, but we also have links down there to how you can help support the anti-Asian violence. I don't support the violence. Do support the resources against. Never mind. I'm digging my own hole. There are links in the description. There are more than. All right, bye.
Keep it that way.
Bye.
Oh man.
You hung on it too long.
I did.
And my brain registered like, oh no, you're hurting the Asian people.
Like my head just glossed over and I was like, oh shit, I said that wrong. Now I need to reconsider.